The next new user interface element is the new curve editor. And if I undock the curve editor and expand it, we can go over a few of its sections. The first thing to notice on the main toolbar is that there is tangent types, snap settings, ways to compress and contract the graph, and then ways to frame the graph. We have some anchor tools to add and remove anchor points. However, these are disabled with HairWorks. Same for the tangent types. These do not apply to HairWorks. However, they are stubbed in for future features. They're not available at this time. We have two tabs. One is for curve-based attributes and one is for color attributes. They each support their own selection. Curves support multiple selections. Colors only support single selections. In HairWorks, there is only one color attribute, which is root to tip color. And the purpose for having the curves and the color stacked on top of one another is so that you can see how attributes relate to each other from the root of a strand to the tip of a strand. To move around the graph and navigate, it's Control middle mouse. Then we can reframe that. To batch select, hold Shift to select all the attributes between 2 points, or just use Control click. And you can use Control click and then hold Control and drag left mouse to do multiple value edits. We also have a notion of curve presets. So what we can do for this stiffness curve, for example, if we wanted to apply it somewhere else, we could copy this curve and apply it to strength. Or we could save it out, save selected preset. Stiffness sample, and for curves I am using curve attribute as a suffix. And then I can either load that back into the copy buffer without applying it so I can paste it onto something, or I can import it onto the selected attribute. So we can do, let's try fast fall off, which is a previous preset that I made. Slow sharp fall off. So it gives you the ability to try different things and move them around rather undestructively. Let's go ahead and redock this. And let's change our root and tip colors, which correspond directly to this entire set of attributes. We'll do something obvious, like a green root. And blue tip. And if we select our anchor to the left, then you can see we get a midpoint anchor. And we can adjust this as needed. And we can also adjust its fall off. Just like before, you could load a texture if you would like. And then for root alpha fall off, you just select your alpha anchor and then adjust the fall off slider. The color anchors in the graph editor are hard-coded to 2 at each end, and they are not adjustable. You cannot add additional or subtract any of these. This is just a restriction of the HairWorks feature set at the moment. Also use alpha channel for color does not, or also use alpha channel from color does not apply at the current moment. But all these attributes correspond directly to your color group in the graphics menu. And just like curve attributes, color attributes also have presets. They are .cps files, and in this case I use CA for curve and CO for color, just so I can tell the difference. So I'll just load a few different ones that I did as samples, and they are all very, very distinct. Additionally, by going anywhere else in your attribute list, wherever you see a graph icon and click it, it will automatically open the curve editor and select that attribute. And this is the new curve editor for HairWorks Viewer 1.2.